Live. We're going live. We're live. Hi everybody. How you doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Traveling with Bruce. Cheers all. I've just got some caffeine-free Diet Cola here, just to prove to you there's nothing in the cup. Just this, and no rum here. I'm working. How's it going? Hope you're all having a great day today. Been busy for me today, I'll tell you that. I've had a lot going on here. Man, oh man, following stories, making videos, trying to stay on top of the cruise game. There's always things happening out there. I hope you guys are having a fine time out there. Weather here, where I am, I'm in Creston, British Columbia, Canada, 3 miles north of the Idaho border. Coeur d'Alene's about 2 hours, 15 minutes by car south of me, in case any of you are watching for the first time. You don't know who I am. Sunny, gorgeous. It looks like a summer's day out here, and it's like 34 degrees. No wind, so that's a good thing. So if you go for a walk, you know, you put on like a windbreaker or light winter jacket, and it's great. You don't feel like you're in a winter scenario, but yeah, we're getting close to some snow that's going to stick around a while when it does come. So yes, sir, winter is around the corner. What can I say? But welcome one, welcome all. And I'm glad you're here. Tom Henry, Bruce, did you see my post? The Jade is being towed by tug back to Miami. Right on. I figured it had to have been because the Jade was it dumped everybody off in Puerto Rico. They've got propulsion problems, and yeah, this is going to take a while to get her back there and repair it. I don't know what the repair is going to take. Are they going to make their next cruise? That's the next question. Very interesting. This channel, those of you who don't know, this channel started 15 months and 7 days ago. So we're just approaching our 18-month anniversary in about 3 weeks. And when I started this channel on August the 12th, 2017, 0 subscribers, obviously, no videos, well, obviously, no experience, yeah, obviously. But I wanted to talk about travel. I love traveling, and I started making videos about my travels that I've done over the years, and I thought these would be great. I figured talking about video, cruises I've done and trips I've done, the video views would just go through the roof. I mean, we're talking viral. Casey Neistat's got nothing on me. Well, it didn't work out that way. But then deep down inside, I knew there's no way the channel's going to really do much unless I had something that would catch people's attention. I just didn't know what the viewer wanted me to talk about. But it didn't take long. Within a couple of weeks of putting a few videos up, I had about, oh gosh, I was putting up 2 to 3 a day right off the bat, because I figured, let's get experience and get it now, get some content out there, get it out there now, make your mistakes early, make your worst videos right now, and let's see what they react to, good or bad. And people started watching my cruise ship videos. Whenever I did a video about a trip I've been on a cruise ship, I would get reactions. And I thought, well, why don't you use some of the experience you have, Bruce, from all the years of cruising you've done and how old you are, you've been around a while, and why don't you talk to the folks about how to find a cheap deal? Like, how do you find a cheap deal for a cruise, Bruce? Why don't you share that information? Also, why don't you share information about how to pack for a cruise, what you can take on board, what you can't take on board, what you should take on board, all this sort of stuff, the logistics of a trip. Because I'm looking on YouTube for other channels out there to see what they're talking about with regards to cruising. And I kind of found a niche with an audience that if I talked about my trips, and then I also started mentioning what was happening in the cruise game, that seemed to go over very well. And didn't have to get a 2x4 hit twice over the head to figure that one out. So by the time the end of the year rolled by December, I hit 100 subscribers. It took me about 100 days, a little over 100 days to get there. Will that be this August, September, October, November, December? Actually, 120 days, 4 months. 4 months and 1 day, and I hit 100 subscribers, December the 13th. I hit 225 subscribers on New Year's Eve, and I hit 1,000 subscribers in February 17th because the big deadline for YouTube to stay monetized didn't make it, apparently. Got demonetized for 4 months and just kept working. I just wouldn't stop. I just not going to stop. This channel's going to keep going. By the time I got remonetized in June, I was over 2,000 subscribers, and I was just at wit's end going, what's with you guys at YouTube? What do you need? I got over 1 million minutes of watch time. I got hours galore. I got the subscribers, and you're not monetizing my channel. I don't swear. I'm a nice guy. People like me, I think. Anyway, I got remonetized. And yesterday, when I went off the air yesterday, we were at 5,725 subscribers. 5,725. We celebrated 5,000 subs 2.5 weeks ago. We're now at 5,725 as of yesterday. As of right now, this 5,886. 5886. A gain of, I wrote it down because I can't keep track. Sorry, I have to rephrase that. We were at 5886 yesterday. Sorry, because that was the day before yesterday. 5725 yesterday night, 5886. So today, right now, 5977. We're 23 away from 6,000. 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was at 5,000. Whoa! Unbelievable. 91 subscribers since yesterday. 5977. Whoa! It is happening. It's incredible. I'm just blown away by it. A little piece of me says, well, you're working your tail off. You should be getting subscribers. On the other hand, I go, yeah, but you know, you got to be producing what people want to watch, because otherwise, why would they subscribe? And that's what keeps me going. It keeps me on the straight and narrow to keep working this channel. So 5977. Thank you, all of you who've joined me in the last 3-4 weeks alone, but in 15 months. Wow, unbelievable. I can tell you, in July, I was at about 2,300 in July. And here's, you know, August, September, October, November, like 3-4 months, I gone from 23 to 50, almost 6,000. Whoa, we're on our way. We are flying. Thank you very much, everybody. We hit 1 million views about a week and a half ago or something like that. We're at 1.15, almost 1.16 million. 160,000 have been added in the last 10 days, 12 days. It's unbelievable. This is fantastic. Thank you all very much, and I'll keep working and just keep building the momentum, because that's what has to happen. This channel is going to grow. It's going to keep growing, and I would like it to become a force in the YouTube cruise ship area. And when the time comes, when I want to do some kind of a promotion with a cruise line, I'd love to talk to the PR department and say, oh yeah, well, I have this many subscribers and this many views, and they're going to go, well, we've heard of you. You've been slamming us, but then you do tell it like it is. We'd love to have you on board with your people. So anyway, down the line, hope we can do something. So thanks one and all for joining in. I love it. If you've never been here before, say hi to me. Tell me, where are you watching me from? I love to know where my viewers are coming to me from. I see statistics on my YouTube channel all the time, and it'll say stuff like 56.75% of your viewers are from the United States, and 9.385% are from the United Kingdom. Well, that's great. The countries. It doesn't tell me towns, doesn't tell me cities. Tell me, where are you watching me from? What's your high temperature today? Tell me what the price of gas is in your neighborhood. Is it going down? Is gas going down? Because oil is going down big time. See the markets lately? Didn't I talk about the markets going down a little while ago? About 2-3 months ago, I was talking about the markets are, they might be a little higher, and we might see a bit of correction, and the economy might get a little. Didn't I mention that? And I got slammed by people going, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're always so pessimistic about the markets." What can I say? Did you notice today the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 500 points, but that the 3 publicly traded cruise companies, their shares went up today? Did anyone notice that? Why would the shares of publicly traded cruise ship companies go up when the market is going down 500 points? Simple. Oil went down big time. And if oil goes down, it costs the cruise lines way less money to fill up the gas tank on those cruise ships. And only a month ago, the president of Royal Caribbean, the CEO, was saying, our earnings next year, we might be under some pressure because, those oil prices are getting kind of hot, because they were approaching $70 a barrel, $73 a barrel. Now we're at 54. What's the price of gas in your neighborhood? Has it gone down? I think it's gone down for you guys. It's gone down for the cruise lines. It's gone down for the airlines. Oh, have you noticed the airfares plummeting in price the last 2 weeks? No, you're not going to see airfares get any lower. Are you kidding me? It's cash in time. It's time to cash it in. All the major airlines are holding firm on their prices because it's Thanksgiving right now, and it's Christmas around the corner, and it's go get them. bring in the cash time, and those fuel futures are beautiful. They're plummeting. And so American Airlines, United, Delta, they are laughing all the way to their banks. Southwest and the others, yeah, it's good times in the air business. It's good times in the cruise business. It's good times in the railway business. It's better times for transport truck drivers' businesses. And for those of us who buy 20 gallons at a time, getting more affordable all the time, isn't it? Interesting. Pardon me. It's interesting. Fascinating world in which we live. But anyway, the markets are down a little bit, but I don't think for long. Just a personal opinion. Okay, so thank you again for subscribing to this channel. If you've never been here before, please say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me what the price of gas is in your neighborhood. The gang here will welcome you. If you're a first-time watcher, tell me. First-timer from blah, blah, blah. Gas is such a... Well, everyone will say hi to you. Anybody have any questions about cruising? Fire away. I'd love to answer them. I have some news here for you today, which I want to talk about. Thank you to those of you out there who are picking up TWB Traveling with Bruce merchandise. Thank you for supporting my channel by picking up a few items like this. Did you guys happen to catch the story that Tom Henry dropped the other day about being at the airport in, was it San Juan, Puerto Rico? Thank God, Tom Henry, you got out of there when you did. Oh, man, are you one lucky guy. You got out of there before the Jade canceled their cruise and 2,700 stranded passengers showed up at the terminal. You got the hell out of there, thank goodness. But he put a suitcase on the scale, and the ticket agent said, "Mr. Henry, you're a little overweight here. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay like a fortune if you want to get this thing on the plane, unless you have another suitcase or something to lighten the load." And he went, "I do have something. I've got a TWB tote bag. I do. I have a TWB bag." He pulled it out and put a bunch of stuff in there. He carried it on. He's avoided a serious baggage fee. Way to go, Tom Henry. Well done. I love that story. So thank you one and all for picking up TWB stuff, including Tom Henry on that one. That was a smart purchase. That purchase saved you more money than what you were spending to buy the stuff in the first place. This is great. I love this. Thank you also all of you who are supporting this channel by just watching the ads. There are ads running from YouTube. I get paid like a third of a penny, half a penny when an ad runs, something like that. So little pennies keep falling in. I have to put thousands of views together to make a living, but I'm working on it. This is my full-time job, those of you who don't know. And so thank you, those of you out there who have been supporting this channel by going to my Amazon affiliate link, which is found down below this video. There's a description here of the video. And there's an address in there. It's like an Amazon address. If you click on that, you go to the Amazon homepage. Buy anything on Amazon, I get a little royalty on everything you pick up there. It makes no difference to your cost because Amazon rewards affiliates to bring traffic to them. And so, hey, I've got traffic, so why not? So thank you all of you who are doing that. I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, and I'm holding my breath for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I have no idea. I have been talking up this Amazon affiliate link thing every day for weeks, months, and some of you I know are bored with it. But I've been reminding people, don't forget Traveling with Bruce on Cyber Monday and on Black Friday. If you're going shopping on Amazon, please go shopping through my affiliate link because that could be a difference maker for this guy. I need Christmas money too, you know. Anyway, so there you go. Thank you for that. And then thank you for those of you who are kind enough and have been so generous to me, who are making direct donations to this channel. You don't play games. You don't worry about the ads. You don't worry about affiliate links. You just send me money. It's unbelievable. I tell Jennifer every time I get a donation, Jennifer just shakes her head. She says, I don't know how it is. I don't know how you get people to send you money like that. It's unbelievable. But I can't thank you guys enough for this. There are two ways people send me money. They either send me money through Super Chat when I'm on the air live, like right now on this show, which I get 70% of the proceeds. That if you send me $1, I get 70 cents. If you send me $10, I get $7. But the best way I get money sent to me is through PayPal, the donation button on my homepage. There's a donate button on the top of my homepage. It's either up here or up here. or you go to my About section in my channel. You can find that on the phone. Just go to the About. There's a link there to PayPal, and you can make a donation to me anytime you want, 24/7, and up to 96% of that money that you send me lands in my pocket. So if you're sending a $10 bill to me, I get $9.60 of that money. It's incredible versus $7 on Super Chat. It's a lot of money. It's a lot better. So thank you one and all for sending me PayPal donations. I have to say thank you each and every day for that, because it's just such a kind gesture. Anyway, today, Brittany Lockwood did a PayPal donation to me today. I saw it about 45 minutes, an hour ago. Thank you, darling, so much. And I had one earlier today from Peter Heckema. I think Peter sends me a donation every Tuesday. It's something in his calendar, and I don't want him to stop. Thank you so much, Peter Heckema. Your donations, I just so grateful, of course. And everyone else out there who's been making donations to me, you know who you are, and I want to say thank you again on behalf of myself and Jennifer. We are eternally grateful. So there you go. There's the whole spiel about the channel and what I'm doing and what's going on and how it's happening and everything else. And I want to get onto the news of the day. News of the day isn't a lot, but it is significant. And the first piece of news is the Norwegian Jade, which Tom Henry has just brought up here in front of all of us. The Norwegian Jade on Friday last week, I think it was, it left Miami for a 10-day cruise, ended up in San Juan, Puerto Rico on Sunday, supposed to leave Sunday night and go to St. Thomas for Monday and continue on. It was a 10-day cruise. Day 3, San Juan, Puerto Rico, they got the ship in there and then they parked it. And that captain went on the air about an hour before it was time to leave because they tried frantically to fix the problem, whatever the problem was. There was an engine propulsion issue. Can't fix it. And thankfully, the air conditioning was working, the kitchens were working, the water systems, the toilets, the showers, everything for the hotel part of the ship, the resort part, was fine. But they can't move the ship. And the captain had to make the announcement that, folks, we're sorry, your Thanksgiving cruise is canceled. And this is a heartbreaker. If you're one of the 2,700 passengers on that ship, you had a 10-day Thanksgiving cruise booked through the Caribbean, beautiful warm weather, fine dining, great restaurants, good times. I love the Jade. I've been on the Jade. I love the Jade. And it all went up in a poof. We just went up in smoke in one shot. And he told the passengers, you can stay Sunday night today. You can stay here Monday. You're gonna be on the ship Monday, but Tuesday morning, you got to get off the ship, or sometime Tuesday you're getting off the ship. And unfortunately, you try and book a flight at the last minute, 3 days before Thanksgiving, anywhere to anywhere in the USA. Good luck. Good luck. Try to fly from San Juan to Miami. Who isn't going to Miami for Thanksgiving weekend? Who from San Juan, Puerto Rico, isn't going to the US for holidays? Oh my gosh, and the other way around. I mean, oh man. And so I took a quick peek today just for fun. How much would it cost to buy a ticket one way from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Miami? And I was seeing prices between $1,000 and $1,800. You know what that means? That means there are no seats. There are no seats available because the airlines don't sell seats for $1,000 for a 1-hour flight. There are no seats available from San Juan to Miami on a scheduled airline. They're sold out. Of course they're sold out. It's the heaviest travel days of the year. We talk about this every year. Every television station runs the story every year. They send the reporter, usually the junior reporter, down to the airport and show people standing in line and talk to them about whom you're going to see and how long you've been waiting. And yeah, every year the same thing. Wow. At the San Juan International Airport, we got 2,700 surprise visitors who didn't think they were going to be there. And so I did a video on this story today that I have a feeling that despite all the best efforts that everyone is putting into this thing, I have a feeling people are going to be stuck at that airport for 3-4 days before they get a chance to get out. I just don't see how all 2,700 are getting home. I don't see it. I've been getting messages from people who watch my videos who know people who are on the ship. And I got one email or one message today from a mom telling me her daughter is on that ship. I'm not sure if she's with her husband and the kids or whatever, but They were on the ship waiting for their name to be called. They were waiting for a call from the, whoever's doing everything, and they have no idea if they're getting off the ship. I have no idea. Now, according to Tom Henry, the ship is being towed back to Miami. I know it was going to go back to Miami because that's where it's going to be repaired, from what I am led to believe. The ship has got to be empty. It's got crew on it. Yeah, the crew is on the ship for sure, all the staff, but the passengers are off. And what I worry about are passengers on meds who are elderly, who need walkers, who need strollers to get around. And these are the folks that you got to get out of there. They cannot. You can't stress these folks. This is not good. They didn't sign up for this one. So we're going to watch this story. I'll be following this story the next couple of days through Thanksgiving and see what happens here. I'm just hoping for the best. I don't know. As I said yesterday, if it was me, Jennifer and I, we're 63, of course, but we're not like 84 and in wheelchairs and in need of 24/7 care. I would basically try to find a way to either stay on the island at a resort, or in a bed and breakfast, or perhaps get an Airbnb and grab an apartment from someone for a whole week. I'd stay down for a week and go home the week after Thanksgiving. I'd go home then, because I wouldn't even try to get out now. I mean, gosh. But obviously, if I could arrange a cruise through another cruise line that departed San Juan, Puerto Rico, I'd be interested in that. If there was a cruise that was leaving San Juan, Puerto Rico, today or tomorrow, I'd get on that ship if I could. Go for a 7-day cruise. Even if it comes back to San Juan, doesn't matter, because then I'll fly home from there. Because by the time I come back and then want to go, the heavy season is over. See, we got a little lull period between now and Christmas. But that's the way I think and operate. But I know there are people on that ship who had, that 10 days off, that precious window of time that they were able to get off of their bosses. And they're expected back at their office on a set day. You better be back here and work. And, it's unforgiving for some folks. So I feel for everybody out there. Anyway, that was my one story. The second story today, Carnival Cruise Lines announced a new non-smoking policy, and I want to hear from you guys about this. What are your thoughts about smoking on cruise ships? I want to hear from any of you watching right now, and any of you who are watching this replay. Type in a comment to me. Tell me a horror story about people smoking on cruise ships. Have you been affected by smoke from a cruise ship? Have you been on a cabin, say a balcony cabin? Open your door and all you can smell is tobacco from a cigarette or from a cigar or whatever, because people are smoking where they're not supposed to be smoking. Have you had that problem? Or have you had a situation where you're on a cruise ship and there's that smell of smoke coming at you, but it's coming from a place where they're allowed to smoke, and yet it comes straight to you? You're the lucky winner. I'd love to know if you have any horror stories about that. Or do you know anyone that's been kicked off a cruise ship or got caught? Whatever happened to those folks? This new deal that Carnival has now announced is pretty strict. It's pretty severe. I guess Carnival has had enough of the playing games with people who are thinking they can get away with it. In the past, if you've been caught smoking on a Carnival cruise ship, generally you would be fined for that. You would be, if you're smoking somewhere where you're not supposed to be smoking, they could fine you, and I heard it's upwards of $500 added to your account on board. In other words, it's charged to your credit card. But I have heard also that they did have the right to kick you off a cruise ship too. They had that right too. Well, they've given up this little pussyfooting game. They're not going to play games anymore. They're getting really strict about it. If you are caught smoking on board the ship where you're not supposed to be smoking, and they deem that you are, you're blatantly violating the rules. There's a smoking area over here and you're over here, not so bad. But you're smoking in your cabin, you're on your balcony, and then you're flicking your cigarette off the balcony, you're trying to land it in the sea out there. If they catch you smoking, the deal now is not only will you get kicked off the ship, it's an automatic. You will be kicked off the ship at the next port of call. All guests in your cabin are going with you. So if it's you and your wife and you're the smoker, your wife is getting kicked off with you. Oh, won't that be a fun way to come home? Oh, yeah. What about the kids? They're going too. So if you got 2 kids with you, 4 of you in the room, you guys are off the ship at the next port of call. Kids will know from nothing until guess what, kids? We got to go home now. Daddy was caught smoking on the balcony, or Mommy was caught smoking, or one of the kids was caught smoking. I don't know. In any event, it is a severe punishment. The hope is, Carnival is hoping, crossing their fingers, that the message will get out and that people will stop flouting the rules and try to get away with a fast one. And I don't know what this means with respect to vaping. I don't know what it means with any of that sort of stuff. I don't know. I'm just following the story with regard to the cigarettes and cigars and pipes and who knows what. And if there are designated areas where you're allowed to smoke, then smoke there. But if you're caught where you're not supposed to be, Carnival has the right now to just kick you the hell off. And here's the thing. It's the second day of the cruise. And one of the adults in the party is having a cigarette or whatever on the balcony. They get caught. Don't forget, there's televisions, there's cameras all over the ship to watch for people jumping, right? And don't think that they can't figure out, smoke coming off from a. They see it. They have a high quality camera system, all angles. I mean, you just can't get away with it. In any event, other passengers will rat you out. If I'm in a cabin above you and you're sitting there, you're smoking, and you're blowing smoke out into I'm looking down and I can see your hand holding the cigarette. I know what unit I'm in. I'm just going to call security and say, well, the unit below me, the guy's smoking on the balcony. They're going to knock on that door. They're going to figure it out, and you're done for. Okay, so Dad gets caught smoking on day 2 of the cruise. 1 week Caribbean cruise, let's say. It's just Caribbean. Next stop is day 3 in, Grand Cayman. You're going to Grand Cayman. And Dad's kicked off. Mom's kicked off with him. The 2 kids are there. They're all kicked off. You guys are packed. You might be locked into your room. You may not be able to have any ship privileges, period. You're locked in your room until security takes you off the ship tomorrow morning. Get packed. You're off the ship at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And 8 a.m. They're coming and they're escorting you off the ship, and they leave you at the pier, and you're on your own. Welcome to downtown Georgetown in Grand Cayman. Now, where are you going to be doing from here? Well, if you have your act together, and hopefully, there's some brain cells in this family, the kids at least, and Mom, or maybe whoever, you've already been on the internet trying to figure out what to do because you're on a tropical island in the middle of the Caribbean. Sounds nice. Yeah, except for the fact that in the Caymans, an American dollar is worth 80 cents. Everything is $1.20. So you're paying 20% more for anything on the island if you're an American. That's number one. Number two, you want to book a flight today to get off the island for Miami or Orlando. You're paying double, triple the regular price. You're buying it today. What do you want, a deal from the airline? Why should they give you a deal? You're paying $400, $500, $600 each to fly one way to somewhere on the mainland. And out of Grand Cayman, you don't have a lot of choices. It's not like you can say, oh yeah, I need to get to Seattle. Do you have any direct flights to Seattle from the Cayman Islands? No, you're going to fly to Miami, maybe Fort Lauderdale, maybe Tampa, or Orlando. Again, they have some of these flights once a week that go to these spots. If there's seats available, you'll be able to pay top dollar. There's $2,000 out of your pocket to get to Orlando, let's say, or to Miami. And from there, you got to work your way home, and you've got to reschedule your return flight from the one you had. So if you had a return flight from Miami, now you're in Orlando because that's the only flight you could get off the island. You got to figure out how to redo your day. You're talking $200 in change fees. You're talking, it's a nightmare. Cough it up. And is the cruise line giving you a refund for any of the cruise you've just lost? 5 days of cruise, you get nothing back. None of it. They're not giving you a dime back. You forfeited all of it. And so add it up, buddy. That little smoke could cost you $5,000, $8,000, $10,000. What if you're in Belize? You're in Belize City. You're getting dropped off on a tender, and the tender is taking you to downtown Belize City, and you got to get out of there. Oh, good luck with that one. Or how about, I don't know, you're on a cruise to, you're in Honduras. You get off in Mazatlan. You get off in Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, start paying. Now, yeah, sure. If you want to, you got some money and you want to appease the wife and the kids, if you're close enough to the States, you fly to Orlando and you get a hotel for 4 nights and you do the Disneyland thing to at least, salvage something. Well, you're paying, man. Now you're up to 12, 15,000. If you're in Puerto Vallarta, maybe you get a hotel there for 4 or 5 days and then get a flight in 5 or 6 days, maybe not get nailed so much. oh, you're still going to pay dearly. You're going to pay because now you're buying your meals, you're buying your drinks, and you got to keep those kids happy. Oh, what a mess. And if you're on a tight budget, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. No mercy. You're a smoker breaking rules on a cruise ship. That's it. And why would the Carnival people want to do that to not innocent victims? These aren't innocent. Because the message has to be sent, stop cheating about the policy, because people are flicking their cigarettes out to try to get them into the sea. And as the ship is moving 20 knots that direction, the cigarette goes out, and then the wind takes it, and the vortex of the ship just sucks the air back in towards the balcony, and it lands 2 or 3 balconies down below and goes onto someone's balcony down below you or beside you over here. And if that individual left the robe out on their chair, they left a towel out on their chair, and the cigarette lands on the towel is on fire, and then the plastic chair is on fire, and the heat generated, the flame is reaching the top of the belt. It could enter the ship, it might not, it might just go out. Who knows? What are the odds? It only takes one lucky shot, one lucky flick of a cigarette to go on the wrong deck at the wrong place and be unintended for 5 minutes, and the next thing you know, we got a fire. And the fire now is smoking out, and it is going into the filtration system, and it's affecting 50 cabins up and down the ship, all decks up and down. It's a mess. And I made this video today, showed some photos of what a deck fire can look like. It's out of control. It's ugly. There's one ship that I showed a picture of. It's right in the harbor. It's right in the harbor, and the firefighting boats are right beside the ship, and they're shooting the water right at the boat. I mean, they're 25 feet away, 30 feet away. I mean, it's the perfect place to have a fire, right in the harbor, because you get all the firefighting equipment there. They can't put it out. It just is. There's 8, 10 tugboats with fire hoses shooting water at this thing, and it's just millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars of damage. Just one lucky wrong move. And so the question is, should cruise ships be banning smoking altogether and make them completely non-smoking for the entire 7 days? How would that go over with passengers? What about these casinos where you're allowed to smoke, and a lot of the casinos on board? What are your thoughts on that? Anyway, there you go. I don't know. We'll have to see what it's all about. Anyway, that's my 2 bits worth of news today. I did these 2 videos today, the 2,700 people stranded in San Juan, and the Carnival beefing up this non-smoking policy. If you get a chance to watch them, please do. Give them a thumbs up. If you like this show I'm doing today, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love that. Let me know your thoughts on these topics. What do you think? And let's say hi to everybody. I'd love to say hi to you and see how you're all doing. Let me just go to check something here. There we go. Okay, got 23 thumbs up so far. Thank you, everybody. I had all my comments here right from the beginning of the show, and I think I blew it. I hit the button, and they all disappeared on me. And so I can only say hi to who's been talking in the last little while. Robert Brandt is here. There are a few select cabins in the world, and they're all small, but I'd like a true world cruise. So you guys were talking about something by the time I come in here. Unfortunately, I'm not at the beginning of the conversation today. Cool Jazz is here. Puerto Rico is a USA territory, Bonnie. More flight options. Sylvia's here. So Tweety. At So Tweety, a coworker is going on Don's Alaska cruise. He said he'll be speaking to Don on Friday. Selling point is $1 down plus for balconies from right now. Sylvia, very cool. Bonnie is here. MG Tow. I do a 14-day Alaska cruise with perks. Robert Brandt, you liked it, Bonnie Bergson? I wonder if I would. I don't like the cold. Don't like the cold. Tom Henry, someone was smoking that bothered me in my cabin last week with the door shut. Not sure where it came from. I had to open both my balcony and cabin doors to create a wind tunnel to clear the dang air. Unbelievable, Tom. So Tweety, awesome, Sylvia. Yeah, Don mentioned the Black Friday sale might be $1 deposits. Dina, cruising through life, is here. I've only smelled the wacky tobacco while on the balcony. I didn't report them. They will be asleep soon, laughing out loud. The wacky tobacco. There's that too. Boy, you don't want to be caught smoking that product in certain countries around the world. There are certain countries you just don't want to be in possession of that stuff. You don't want to be near anybody who has that stuff because, oh, the legal system you will run into over there, you have no idea of the nightmare that awaits. Oh my gosh, that would be scary. Robert Brandt, I'll try Alaska and see. Cool Jazz. Hello, Sylvia. Hello there. Nurse Nancy, we smelled a bit of smoke on our last cruise in our interior stateroom. It was mostly in the hallway. Our cabin steward looked for the rule breakers but couldn't find them. MG Tow, free stateroom location upgrade, the preferred stateroom location for the lowest fare available when selected. within a selected room type is what MG is saying. Then he's saying free gratuities paid on the guest's behalf, up to $15.50 value per day per guest for all guests in the stateroom. These are Black Friday deals that are being tossed around right now. Nurse Nancy, but we didn't smell it in our cabin. Interesting. Tom Henry, the lounge area outside La Bistro La Cucina was terrible too, with smoke from the cigar lounge. I would love to see no smoking at all. So Tweety, free gratuities is a good perk. Bonnie, Cool Jazz, still easier to get people from the Bahamas to the U.S. I've been in the San Juan airport. It's a nightmare. MG, free onboard spending money for all guests, up to $800 per stateroom based on the length of the voyage. Debbie Emanuel, man smoked cigarettes and soaked cigarette butts along with his bar glasses. We're all over our balcony every morning. It was gross. Unbelievable. Brittany Lockwood, let's give Bruce a thumbs up. Crazy Rich Guys, smoking anything? Sylvia, doing good, getting ready to go in this dentist office. They leave early now because of the dark. So Tweety, oh my dentist. Cool Jazz, okay, buddy. Cool Robert Brent, yes, puff puff. Sylvan Force is here. I smoke cigars in the cigar lounge. Always a blue hair camarade walks in and waves her arms around like she's being attacked by bees, saying, stinks. Funny, there was no stench before she arrived. Oh my goodness. So bad. We're getting old, aren't we? Okay, Brittany, I'm glad there are some major consequences for smoking on a cruise ship. Bonnie, I've been on ships with smokers in the next cabin, and I did smell it on the balcony. Yuck. Nurse Nancy, yes. Twins, I think smoking anything. MG Toe, Bonnie, you want to come with So Tweety and I? We can have a great time. Debbie Manuel, laughing out loud. Sylvan, MG Toe, so Robert Brandt, exactly, Nurse Nancy. Ms. X from Tokyo's here. I'm off to work. We'll catch it all later while I'm sitting around at work later. Thank you, Ms. X, for being here. Paul Wilgis, laughing out loud. Sylvan, Brittany Lockwood, I would love to see cruise lines ban smoking on cruise ships entirely. So, Tweety, speaking of inconsiderate smokers, on the Allure, I saw someone put out their cigarette in the overflow tray on the hand sanitizer dispenser. Unbelievably stupid. That's not an ashtray, you know. Oh my gosh. Robert Brandt, wow, that's incredible. Yeah. Bonnie, I can't even walk into the casino on most trips because of the cigarette smoke. I wait for the no smoking times. Sylvia, So Tweety, he is so excited about going. He is an avid cruiser. Tom Henry, I'm leaving the office now. We'll be in listening mode in the car. Right on, Tom. MG Toe, I saw them putting out their smokes in toilet paper and then put it in the trash can. Unbelievable. I mean, you know, how stupid is that? I mean, did you really get it out? Oh my gosh. Robert Brandt, non-smoker, but if they even ban drinking, we have a problem. Bonnie, So Tweety, that's nasty. MG Toe, I don't mind the grass. So Tweety, yeah, Bonnie Bergstein, and a fire hazard. So Tweety, laugh out loud, MJ, you would love Washington then, or is it illegal in California now? Is it legal yet? Bonnie, I remember on my first cruise on the Norway, one side of the ship was smoking, the other side was non-smoking on the promenade deck. Oh my God. Robert Brandt, it's non-criminalized here for use, not to sell, but it grows everywhere. MG Toe, it's legal in California, but I don't see a big rush. It's too expensive. Bonnie, So Tweety, fire hazards on cruise ships, very scary. Robert Brandt, blame the wild chickens. Paul Wilgus, I don't mind having the smoking areas, but there are always people that think they're above the rules. They can smoke wherever. Crazy Rich Guys, exactly. It's the chickens. Dina, Cruising Through Life, thumbs ups for Bruce. I got 27 so far. Thank you, everybody. Reggie and your man, Bonnie Bergstein, were all your Alaska cruises on the same line? Reggie wants to know. And Jordan, the cruise lines need to have more designated areas for smokers. MG Toe, don't just put garbage in your lungs. Don't put garbage in your lungs. Crazy Rich Guys, everywhere the chicken poop, it grows. Nurse Nancy. So is vaping allowed in non-smoking areas? At least it doesn't smell like tar cigarette. Paul Wilgus, Robert Brandt. Well, chicken manure is the best fertilizer. Nurse Nancy, I don't smoke or vape, just curious. Cool Jazz, Bruce, did you fix that technical issue with your Christmas ornament yesterday? It was rocking. I haven't yet. By the way, those of you who don't know, this lovely little ornament right here was sent to me by a certain Tom Henry from the USA, and it is the Norwegian star. Isn't that great? And it is rocking, isn't it? It's just jumping up and down here. I have to actually hold it to kind of let you see it. But if you look at the front, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll try to zoom in on it. Well, I'm looking at the screen while I'm doing it, so I don't know. Where does it say the darn name of the ship? Is it there? Is that it there? I can't tell you. It says Norwegian Star here. Theoretically, it says Norwegian Star right there. Just what that star is, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. You can see the top of the ship here. This is the little ornament that she hangs on the Christmas tree. And when the tree goes up, the ship will go on there. Fantastic. Thank you, Tom Henry, for that wonderful, wonderful gift. Made in China. Oh, isn't that something? They're all made in China now, aren't they? Yeah, there you go. All right, there it is. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see here. So, Tweety, I saw some people vaping in non-smoking areas, but one guy who was vaping in a nightclub on Allure got asked to put it away. It's a very gray area. Paul Wilgus, laugh out loud, cool. Sylvan, oh, please, keel haul me, but don't beach me off in Belize City. Oh, the humanity. Robert Brent, I think it's about flammability. So I think vaping would be safe, question mark, except unless it's an odored. You can get a vaping in a particular odor. Excuse me, I'm burping here, but I don't know. I have no idea how that deal works. Bonnie Bergstein, Robert Brand, if you go to Alaska midsummer, it's not too cold. Plenty of people were wearing shorts and T-shirts. It does get cold at night up on the deck. Nurse Nancy, I saw someone vaping on the Lido at first. I was upset, but it didn't stink, so it didn't bother me so much. Cool Jazz, hello, Paul Wilgus. How are you doing today? Robert Brandt, hello, pros, PROS, Crazy Rich Guys at Crazy Rich Guys Travels. Debbie Manuel, Nurse Nancy, vaping was not allowed even in the casino, was told due to people not knowing exactly what you were smoking. Paul Wilgus, Cool Jazz, doing you good. You guys doing good. Dina, Christine's wife, Nurse Nancy, I'm told vaping has to be done in the smoking sections as well. So, Tweety, people don't understand vape and are just as opposed to it as cigarettes, even though my understanding is that it's a water vapor. Crazy Rich Guys, if you vaped in the heat, the heat is contained, so safer, I think. Brittany, I do not think I would ever get kicked off a cruise ship for smoking in the wrong place because neither me nor my boyfriend smoke. There you go. Cool Jazz, good to hear. Doing well also, says Cool Jazz. Bonnie, Reggie and your man, 4 on Princess, 1 on Norwegian, and 1 on All America. First cruise of 1990 on Princess. That's how many cruises she's been on. MG Toe, just take drugs instead. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the baking. Just don't smoke. Thank you, MG, for those kind and wise words, I guess. There we go. So, Tweety, Bonnie, where else do you cruise? Sylvan, luckily I don't do Carnival. Robert Brent, how about that? Ivanka, how about that? Paul Wilgus, so Tweety, not just water vapor, it contains the same chemical that antifreeze is made of. Paul Wilgus, Robert Brent, lock her up. So, Tweety, oh, wow, Paul Wilgus, I just rather walk by someone who smells like shortcake than cigarettes, but I'm sure it's not healthy. Sebastian, a cruise I was on was for the first one to get a distress at sea. The first cruise I ever had a distress at sea. Wow, so that wouldn't be fun. Reggie and her man, Bonnie Bergstein, which one was favorite? Princess? We only did one Alaska cruise on Princess. We loved it. So, Tweety, also, I almost gag walking through people's vape clouds because all I can think of is that I'm inhaling their breath. Brittany, I get a headache from just being around somebody smoking in addition to being around alcohol. It's not a bad headache though. Bonnie, need to check with Don Terrace about the Alaska cruise in 2020. So, Tweety, oh my God, the next Carnival Liberty vlog, I'm pretty sure I found a huge half-smoked joint someone dropped on my balcony. Oh my gosh. Robert Brandt, thumbs up. Paul Wilgus, IMG Toe, some countries execute you for drug stuff. So, Tweety, brutal. Robert Brandt, we need more thumbs ups for Bruce. How are we doing here? 30 thumbs up, 65 watching. If any of you want to give me one of those rather than one of those, that would be great. Yesterday, when I went off the air, I think we were at 52 or 53 thumbs ups. If we could break that, that would be awesome. So any of you can throw me a thumbs up, that would be great. Thank you so much. MG, I'm not going there. Robert Brandt, ask Juno about the legal system in Phuket. Oh, D&G, hello, Bruce and TWB family. Just got off work and on my way to pick my mom up. Right on, buddy. Paul Wilgus, laughing out loud. Robert, so Tweety, well, then you will still happily travel to those places. Then, MG, we still travel there. Timothy, Timmy B is here. TB, hey Timothy, how you doing, buddy? Looking to book for January 2020. How far in advance has anyone booked a cruise? Timothy, a lot of cruise lines are showing off 2020 itineraries now. It depends on the ship you want to go on, I'm going to say, as to how long you should book in advance. Let's say you want to go on a brand new ship. Let's say you're thinking about going on a brand new ship that's been out now 6 months or less. If you want to do that, you might be paying top dollar, and you might not get a good deal no matter whether you book now or later. For example, like the Celebrity Edge. The Celebrity Edge ship just arrived in Fort Lauderdale yesterday. She's getting ready for her maiden voyage in a few weeks or so. Right now, she's getting ready for a bunch of publicity with travel agents and media and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to book a 2020 January cruise on the Celebrity Edge, you might be paying a premium over what you could get a cruise with another cruise line for. I just made a video 2 days ago talking about how the Edge is getting premium pricing for its cabins over any other Celebrity cruise ship that's in the fleet. So if you were to go on a cruise, let's say this January 2019, on a Celebrity cruise ship, say the first 2 weeks of January, anywhere in there for the Caribbean, you could get a cabin, a balcony cabin, on a bunch of the Celebrity ships for about, I bet you, 100, 125 a night per person for a balcony. But on the Celebrity Edge, you're talking 300, 350 bucks for per person per night for the same cruise. So 2020, a year from now, if you're talking about the Edge, Celebrity Edge, it might be cheaper a year from now because it'll be a year and a couple of months old. But you might still be paying $200 a night. If you're looking at a Celebrity cruise ship that isn't the Edge, you still might be going 100, 125 bucks a night, and you still might be saving big money. So the question is, do you book now or do you book later? And there you go. So if you're thinking 2020, take a look this Friday, Black Friday, and see what the deals are. What are cruise lines offering you for booking a cruise in 2020? Are they throwing in free tipping? Are they throwing in a drink package? Are they throwing in shore excursions? Are they throwing in maybe spending money on board? But let me tell you this, I'll warn you, if it were me, I'd be looking right now to see what the cruises are going for right now, today. How much are they looking for 2020 cruises for where it is you want to go? And find out if you are getting a deal or not on Friday. Compare. I would go to vacationstogo.com though, where I always shop for my cruises to start with. Vacationstogo.com. I like to use that website. Even looking at 2020, finding out what are they charging, what are they asking for a cruise right now. If the cruises aren't on a mega deal, let's say a rack rate, the regular rate for a 1 week Caribbean cruise. And again, I don't know what cruise you're talking about, but let's say it is a Carnival or Caribbean cruise of some kind on whatever cruise line you have in mind. If you can't find a deal for a balcony room, assuming it's a balcony, for less than $150 a night, $750 a week, $800 a week, I would wait. You've got a whole year to shop to book your ticket for a better deal. Now, if you've got a particular ship in mind, a particular cruise line in mind, you're limiting your options. I get that. On the other hand, though, if you're thinking, hey, Caribbean cruise, out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale, 2020, 7 days. I'll take any cruise line, within reason. I'll take a Carnival cruise. No, I won't. I'll take a Royal Caribbean cruise. I'll take a Celebrity cruise. I'll do a Norwegian. I'll do a Princess. I'll do a Holland America. I'll take any of those cruise lines. You're talking 5-star cruise line, generally speaking. Well, then you've got the choice of probably 20 cruise ships. And you can keep your eyes open for the best deal between now and this summer, easily coming up for the next 9 months. And you may find that there's an offer on the 4th of July, America's anniversary deal, where you can book a Holland America cruise for a week with tipping included and a drink package for $110 a night per person on the balcony. Well, there you go. There's a deal. $770 for the whole thing, including these 2 add-ons. there's like a $400 value, $500 value, $700 added value. There you go. I think I take that deal. That I would look at. So there's a short, long answer. I need more details to give you more info on that. But anyway, that's my first thought. Excuse me. Let's continue on. Reggie and Norman, welcome Timothy to the show. If you've been here this is your first time, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Reggie and Norman, Bonnie Brooks, hi, I hear you. I was thinking about Don's 2020, but we're going into Baltic in 2019. Paul Wilgus, hello Derek. Crazy Rich Guys, laughing out loud, Dad. So Tweety, hey Derek, and Jordan, hi D&G. D&G Explorers are here. The boys are here. They've broken 500 subscribers on their channel. Way to go, you guys. Nurse Nancy, interesting viewpoint. MG as always. Bonnie, so Tweety, the Caribbean, New England, Canada, Mexican Riviera. Nurse Nancy, hi there, D&G. MG Toe, D&G, don't smoke grass on the Disney ships. Oh, gosh, don't do that. Reggie and her man, Timothy, year and a half ahead. So Tweety, awesome, Bonnie and Jordan. Hey, so Tweety, hey, cool, Jazz. So Tweety, hey, Robert Brandt, Disney is PG rated. Do they allow smoking? I don't even know. Alan Carter from Calgary, hi, 13 Celsius, 98.9 a liter for gas in Calgary. What a good deal. That is $3.70 US. No. That's $3.70 a gallon for a U.S. gallon. $3.70 Canadian. I'll get this right. It's $3.70 Canadian a gallon for a U.S. gallon of gas. So if you Americanize that, take about a third off of that. $2.50, $2.45. Good deal for gas in Calgary. I was paying $3.03 US in Bonner Sperry this Saturday. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Robert Brent, interesting. Cool Jazz. Hello, Ann Jordan. How are you? Brittany, the only thing I like smoked is chicken. There you go. So Brittany, laughing out loud. Brittany, Robert Brandt, smoked fish is tasty. Also, Paul Lucas, yes, it is. Robert MG Toe, it's better than bananas. D&G, hi, Robert Brandt. There's a small smoking section on a Disney cruise ship. Interesting. Reggie and her man, smoked oyster. Nurse Nancy, yes, love that smoked salmon. Robert Brandt, Paul Lucas, Reggie and her man, yum. For Robert Brandt, bagels and smoked fish, yum. Cool Jazz, Reggie, how are you? Did you have snow today? Brittany, I also loved smoked salmon, but no cigarettes or cigars. Reggie and your man, Robert Brandt, what drink goes with smoked oysters? Everyone? D&G, how are you, Crazy Rich Guys? And Robert Brandt, champagne of icy vodka. Robert Brandt, or well as can be, Derek. I'm good. Reggie and your man, Cool Jazz, no snow, rain this morning. Going to be cold Thursday, possible low of 11 degrees. New York is going to be cold for Thanksgiving parade. They're telling me 6 Fahrenheit in the morning of the parade. Oh, my gosh. Reggie and man, Robert Brandt, good suggestions. Bonnie, Robert Brandt, smoked fish, smoked ham, smoked oysters, all okay with me. D&G Explorers, yes, I understand, Robert, but sorry for your family's loss. So, Cool Jazz, Reggie, I did see that. I will be ready for it. Robert Brandt, Nurse Nancy, thinking, well, maybe some of the light rums, but champagne and vodka tend to enhance the flavors in your mouth from foods, etc. Nurse Nancy, good to know, Robert. Bonnie, vaping not allowed on Amtrak. Robert Brandt, thank you, Derek. Mariska will be in for trivia, but she's having a bit of a hard time. I can't wait to see Mariska. I'm ready for trivia tonight. Those of you guys who don't know, there are 59 of you still here. I'm on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern for my second show today. Live trivia on this channel every Tuesday and Thursday night. I'm ready to rock and roll, and I think I did it again. Isn't today Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. You know what I call tonight's show? Go take a look at it. I called it Thursday Night Trivia tonight. I'm telling you, I'm doing Thursday Night Trivia tonight on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm so into it. My mind is just so scattered today. I'm so busy. It's crazy. MG told, last time I was in Alaska, it was warmer than Southern California. Dina, cruising through life. Hi, D&G. Cool Jazz. Bonnie, are you an Amtrak writer? Robert Brandt, that's the non-global warming MG Toe. D&G, hi, Dina. Bonnie, Cool Jazz. Yep, I love Amtrak. MG Toe, yeah, I follow the UFO stuff here on YouTube with all the stuff they're finding in the Antarctica area. Cool Jazz, have you done the SWC? Is the question. SWC, what does that stand for? So, Tweety, did you hear that 2 different pilots reported UFOs last week? My foil hat is tingling, laugh out loud. Robert Brandt, MG told there's something definite going on. There's something going on. And Nurse Nancy, Bonnie, have you ever done a sleeper car on Amtrak? We have quite the family adventure on one. Loved it. Crazy Rich Guys shooting there's some kind of symbol. I have no idea what that is. Looks like, is it bananas? I can't tell you. So, Tweety, near Ireland, Crazy Rich Guys, oops. Crazy Rich Guys travels, thumbs ups for Bruce. Nurse Nancy, laughing out loud. Peter Heckema, I've seen people flicking a butt from the balcony. Only see it blow back into someone's balcony. Several cabins down. Don't think they allow smoking on balconies anymore. They don't. They don't. Reggie and her man, Nurse Nancy, I always wanted to do that when the kids lived at home, but hubby never had enough vacation time. Nurse Nancy, where's the nail polish button on your channel, Bruce? Where's the nail polish button on my channel? Robert Brandt, Laugh Out Loud, Crazy Rich Guys, So Tweety, Peter Heckema. I'm not sure what that means. Robert Brandt, I want to go on the edge. Bonnie, Nurse Nancy, I had a roomette. Very comfy for me. Great service on board the train. They even had a shower room. Nice. Timothy, thinking about Symphony of the Seas. Okay. All right. Thank you. That helps me a lot. You're talking Symphony of the Seas 2020. I would think by the time 2020 rolls around, the Symphony of the Seas will be a little more affordable, but I would not book right now. I would keep an eye open on the pricing between now and the beginning, say the middle of the summer this year. You got plenty of time, because by the time January arrives, 2020, the ship will be almost 2 years old. It'll be over 2 years old, and it'll be a lot more affordable than it has been lately. But that's because it won't be brand new anymore. So, Trudy, I can't go on the edge. I've already gone off the deep end. D&G, I'm glad they don't allow smoking on the room balcony. The last thing I want is my Speedo to catch fire. I don't think my Speedo would catch fire. If I was wearing a Speedo on a balcony, it would have to be like a 10 million to 1 shot to hit it. It would be covered in rolls of protection. It's a story I don't want to get into, but you can see how my shirt kind of rolls on itself. We extra large supermodels, we do the best we can with what we have. But I tell you, there is no Speedo on this guy. I'll tell you that right now. No Speedo. Paul Wilgus is laughing at Tweety and Derek. Nurse Nancy, I know you really get treated well on those. We traveled in a sleeper car to DC and then a coach back. The coach was brutal compared to the sleeper car. You want to take a sleeper car when you're on Amtrak for sure. MG, I'll stick with Princess or Holland America and Carnival for short cruises. Even though I travel, I wouldn't do anything less than 10 days now, and I prefer 14 days or longer. So Tweety, laughing out loud at Derek. Robert Brandt, flaming Speedo might be an issue. DNG. Bonnie, Nurse Nancy, the Amtrak attendant introduced me to a woman on the train with her tiny service dog. I enjoyed that. Brittany, Bruce, I can at least guarantee you Patreon donation every month. I saw that. Brittany, thank you. I just noticed an email flash about 5 minutes ago. Brittany has just made a pledge to be a Patreon donator on my Patreon page, which you can find on my home page up here or up here. It's a monthly donation to the channel, and thank you very much, Brittany Lockwood, for being a monthly donator on Patreon. I love it. Dina, cruising through life. D&G Explorers, laughing out loud. So, Tweety, you must be retired, MG. 14 days is a whole year of time off. Sebastian, somebody was smoking on the lifeboat deck when it was time to. It was right near me, and it got caught. Yikes. Robert Brandt, another free ad for Vacations to Go. Give Bruce a sponsorship. Vacations to Go. Sponsor Bruce, please. Nurse Nancy, those Speedos must be really flammable. You better not wear them. A D&G, laughing out loud, Robert Brandt, very true. Crazy Rich Guys, my Speedo gets so hot that I have to take it off. I don't want to go there. I just don't want to. MG, D&G, why don't you guys, why don't you step up to Carnival instead of hanging around with a bunch of kids on a Disney ship? You two would like Carnival a lot more. They're going on a Norwegian Bliss cruise, coming right up. They're going on the Bliss. They are really stepping up, and I think it's a fantastic move on their part. I think they're going to have a great time. Fantastic. Let's see here. What's going on here? Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get my phone to work, and it's not working all of a sudden, and it's going stupid on me. Modern technology. Yes. But I'm not going back. I'm not going back, people. I'm not going back. I remember the days when I used to talk on the telephone. Do you remember the days when you used to talk on the telephone? You used to hold your head like that. Do you remember those days? You used to be on the phone and the cord would be down here, and you used to talk like that. And you try to do something with your other hand, and the phone would slip out, and then you put it back in. And then you got swanky, and you bought one of those things that you put on top of your phone that will make so that your head you could kind of talk like this instead of talking like that. You could talk like that with the phone. Young kids today have no idea what we're talking about. 15-year-olds, they don't know what that is. Yep, that's right. Things have changed. Oh, I used to work for my living. Used to be making phone calls all day long and talking on the phone for hours, and you're hanging on, and all the tricks you used to use to hold it. Oh my gosh, those are the days. Not like that anymore. It's all changed now. It's all changed. Dina, so Tweety, I work my time off with holidays to make for longer vacations and use less vacation hours. So Tweety, I do that too, Dina. Leave on Thursday, back on Tuesday. Love shorter trips for that reason. Robert Brandt, Disney does first class. I give them that. So Tweety, congrats, D&G. Dina, congrats, D&G, for 500 subs. Way to go, you guys. Robert Brandt, MG Toe, Derek, and Gregory love Disney things, so it's perfect for them. MG Toe, so yes, I'm retired. Robert Brandt, I'm retired too. D&G, MG Toe, I heard there are 1,200 children on the Bliss Cruise after Thanksgiving. That's more than Disney, laughing out loud. Dina, at my work, we earn more time off after years of service, so I can take about 4 weeks off a year, but I can use my personal sick hours as well, so I make it work for me. Way to go, girl. That's how you do it. By the way, I'm not retired. I'm on permanent vacation. Every day is a holiday for me. All my life, I've never worked. Every day is a vacation for me. I just sometimes find that I'm on holidays at the office. I'm on holidays in front of my camera, working my YouTube channel, but every day is a holiday. That's what it is for me. It's paradise here. Wendy, 2 retirees in our house. D&G, thanks, guys, for the congrats. Robert Brandt, Derek, pay no attention to the critic. So Tweety, awesome, Dina. Brittany Lockwood, I love bananas, especially in smoothies. Had me a banana boat smoothie from Smoothie King earlier. Finished it before the show. You got to love that. Nurse Nancy, we love banana milkshakes at Brittany Lockwood, but they aren't on our keto diet. MG Todina, why don't you join So Tweety and Bonnie on a 14-day cruise to Alaska or Egypt? Dina, Thursday trivia on Manic Monday. Well, yeah, but today's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Reggie Man saying it's Tuesday. Robert Brandt laughing out loud. So Tweety, Egypt, laugh out loud. That's a swap. Are you buying us a penthouse, MG? That's starting to sound like a party. So Tweety, wondering. So Tweety, ladies, don't let his SN fool you. He's paying. MG Toe, 3 girls, 1 guy in a mini suite. That'd be fine. MG Toe, no more than that though. 3 is my limit. Just 3. Dina, MG Toe, I already have my 2019 cruises and vacations booked. Hubby and I will be on a Mediterranean cruise for 2 weeks and a 7-day Alaska in 2019. MG Toe, okay. Well, we'll have to find someone else. Who are you? Who are you doing Alaska with? MG Toe. What cruise line? Crazy Rich Guys paying MG Toe. I'm not going to pay the onboard expenses like gambling or excessive bar bill. So Tweety, it can't be excessive when you bought us all a drink back. When you buy us all drink packages. Dina, cruising through the lives. MG Toe, I'm doing Alaska solo. I got solo balcony on Ovation of the Seas. Right on. Robert Brandt, that seems sort of fair. MG, cover all the main costs, and they can pay for the extras. MG, your husband doesn't like you. I understand. Bonnie, I'll check you. I'll check out your Patreon page, Bruce. I'll add you to my list of vloggers that I support. Thank you very much. So, Tweety, I think D&G doing the Bliss at as their first non-Disney trip will be great, and they won't be disappointed. Yeah, I think D&G on the Bliss are going to have a pretty good time. They're on a pretty nice-looking ship. It's a winter, and they're going to be filming and videoing like crazy on this trip. MG Toe, yep. So, Tweety, Robert made sense when he was offering it to one extra person because he pays for that fare for a solo cabin anyway. Bonnie, I deactivated my Facebook account for a few days. Facebook was having technical difficulties. All right, on Bonnie. Sebastian, grown-ups go on Disney cruises without their kids. It's true. Crazy Rich Guys, we will let D&G know how the Bliss is in friendly or not. When do you guys go on the cruise, you guys? Crazy Rich Guys, when are you on the Bliss? Tell me. I've forgotten. I'd like to know. I'd like to follow that. How much longer for you guys? Robert Brandt, I followed So Tweety. Bonnie, my neck still hurts from the old phone on my shoulder. I worked it at an answering service like that. D&G, So Tweety, we are really excited. Only 11 days. Getting ready. Yeehaw. Paul Wilgus, Crazy Rich Guys Travels. They will let you know they are going before you. Crazy Rich Guys phone on your shoulder. They don't know what that is. Dina, MG to laugh out loud. No, it's me who doesn't like him. Laugh out loud. JK, he doesn't get as much time off as me. And he likes the Caribbean cruise, so the Caribbean is in March 2019. He's going to Alaska because he doesn't want to go to Alaska. Right on. Nurse Nancy, wow, D&G Explorers, that's great. So Tweety, good for you on your own, going on your own, Dina. MG Toe, Sebastian, Disney should have an adult-only ship. Call it the Blue Bayou. D&G, Crazy Rich Guys Travels. When are you guys going? Oh, that's true, Paul Wilgus. March at D&G Explorers. Crazy Rich Guys, I was thinking Sweet Nancy in the Haven. Dina, Bruce. Oh yes, it is Tuesday. I was off work yesterday. LMBO field trip with my granddaughter yesterday. So funny. I'm off a day. I'm off on a day. Bonnie, Egypt. MG Toe. Now you see why I'm MG Toe. Robert Brandt. I'd go on a cruise MG was on. I somehow think he'd be fun. Bonnie, I'm totally, completely, fully retired. Robert Brandt, Google MG Toe for those who don't know. MG Toe, the Sapphire Princess, fly to Alexandria and go down the Suez Canal. So Tweety, laugh out loud, MG, and agreed, Robert. Nurse Nancy, MG, you definitely add to a flair. You add a flair to this chat. There's no question about that. I'm not sure if I love it or hate it. Crazy Rich Guys, March 23rd. Crazy Rich Guys, the bliss that is. Well, I think D&G are going on the ship like in 11 days. They're going on before you guys are going on. You guys are going on after the new year. These guys are going on in 11 days from now. So I'm looking forward to hearing from D&G about how that cruise went. Crazy Rich Guys, bliss that is. So Tweety, I love it. He is shamelessly unfiltered. Reminds me of my gramps. MG Toe hate it. There you go. Hate it. Nurse Nancy, yeah. Anyway, there you have it. I've caught up to you guys. Fantastic. How are we doing for thumbs ups? 34 thumbs ups. 44 people still here. I've only managed to lose 30 viewers since I started yapping. Anyone can give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bonnie, MG Toe, I have a neighbor from Egypt. That's enough for me. That's it. I don't need any more Egypt. I did watch Kate and Nate on their channel, their YouTube channel. They did an Egypt Suez Canal type cruise. The Nile River. They did a Nile River cruise. Excuse me, Nile River cruise. I think it was a week, 5 days or a week, something like that. Very interesting. They were on a very small boat, very small. And it was mainly a sailboat, but it had with it a powered sort of a tugboat that would pull it, pull it, basically. So they had a motorized vehicle to help it along, but it also had the sails. Excuse me. And of course, it would go against the current on the way up. It would be pulled, and then with the current, it would come back. And in the evening, the ship would just tie up along the side of the river in different spots. It would just tie up along the side of the Nile. Fascinating videos to watch. The couple were on the ship for the first whatever number of days. So I'm not sure, up until the last couple of days, they were in a regular type cabin, in which they enjoyed very much. And then for the last couple of days, they got to upgrade to the grand suite on board the ship. And they were showing that one off. And they had a seating area, and it was beautiful. But no air conditioning on the vessel at all. It's all, the wind, either generated by moving through the breeze or fans. And I was thinking, oh man, there are days where it's 105 degrees. It would be just too much for me to handle. I don't know how I'd be able to handle it. But they would stop during the daytime at different spots, and they would get off the boat and walk about and see the villagers and farmers and what have you, and then come back on the ship again for the evening and sleep on board every night. But they talked about how much they liked it, and they enjoyed the food. They had fun with the staff on board. They were fascinated by how the ship was operated by the crew. But then they did show a little clip, only about 20 seconds, 30 seconds. They showed a river, another river cruiser on the Nile that was fully powered and was very modern looking. And it looked to be about a 5 or 6 story tall Nile River cruise ship. I don't know who operated it. I'm sure if I took the time and went onto YouTube to search for Nile River cruising ships, I'd find all kinds of them. But it looked interesting seeing the larger one, this larger modern one with air conditioning and probably an onboard pool and so on. Anyway, this particular couple, they did jump in the Nile for a swim for one partial time, but they were stunned at how cold the Nile is, how cold the river Nile was. When the air temperature was 100 degrees, the river was very cold. It was quite interesting to watch that. But they went along the Nile and saw some really interesting sights. We're talking, the beginning of mankind, organized mankind, I suppose. Very interesting to see that. But anyway, I don't have any burning desire to do a Nile River cruise. I'm not. I don't think I'm a fan of the district there. A bit rocky. Every once in a while, you hear some lunatics go crazy with machine guns down there, and I just, you know, that's just me though. I'm old, and I have yet to do so much of the rest of the world first. That Egypt just isn't on my final to-do list yet. It's way down the list. Okay. Anyway, there you go. Let's see here. Bonnie, MG2, I have a neighbor from Egypt. That's enough. D&G, it'll be here in no time. Crazy Rich guys, we leave on December 1st. So, Tweety, what airline are you flying, D&G, or is the cruise leaving locally? Sebastian laughing out loud. MG, 4 more days to my Mexican cruise on the Ruby Princess. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Dina, cruising through life. D&G, I can't wait to see what your view is of the bliss. I'm rather looking forward to it. Crazy Rich guys, yes, Derek and Gregory will be in St. Thomas December the 3rd, they think. Crazy Rich guys, Derek. D&G, we are flying on American the day before into Miami. So Tweety, nice. MG Toe, yeah, not Suez. Nile, that's the Nile. So Tweety, I haven't been on the Sapphire Princess since 05. Bet it's totally different. D&G, Crazy Rich guys, St. Thomas is on the December 4th for us. We'll be there December 4th. MG Toe, they redid the Sapphire Princess as they did the Ruby Princess a few months back. I've been on both ships, by the way, the Sapphire and the Ruby. Bonnie, Kara and Nate. Thank you, Bonnie. Kara and Nate, not Kate and Nate. Kara and Nate. That is the name of the YouTube channel I follow. I follow their journey to 100 countries, says Bonnie. Those two guys have done 82 countries now. Their videography is spectacular. They're a delightful young couple. I get a real kick out of the two of them. They do great work. And they work hard. And they've got 380,000 subscribers. A year from now, they'll be over 1 million. No doubt about it. They're adding, right now, they were adding 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers a day. 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers a day. I added 91 yesterday, and I'm grateful. I'm blown away by 91. They're adding 2,000 to 3,000 a day lately. The last several months, they were adding 500, 600 a day as an average daily add to their subscriber count. Phenomenal. They're going to do very well. They're doing very well, and they will continue to do so. Crazy Rich guys. Okay, knew this. It's about then. Yeah, the 4th of December. MG, the Nile is like the Ganges in India. They put their waste in the water. Yeah. So Tweety. Yeah. Yeah. I'm. It's not like a top 10 for me. You know what? I love following I love cruising on the Nile by watching other people do it on YouTube. That's how I love cruising the Nile. I'm happy with that. Got my caffeine-free Diet Cola here. I'm on my couch, got my my rest up, and I'm watching the computer on my lap, and I see those videos. I'm a happy guy. It's not on my gotta do it by tomorrow list. Not even close. I would say this: if I won a lottery tomorrow, and I became a multi-millionaire, like around here, you can win a 20, 30, $40 million lottery around here, tax-free, by the way. With that kind of money, I could travel for the rest of my life. Yes. Egypt would be years down the road. Years down the road. Yeah, but that's just me. Bonnie, I don't know how Kara and Nate do all that flying. They are on planes all the time, running to airports all over the world. I can tell you, Bonnie, like anything else in life, you get used to it. It's incredible what you can tolerate once you do it a while. But I get it with these two. They are experts at flying on the cheap. They're experts at traveling on the cheap, and they have a shtick, and they're going with it. Although I have to admit, their viewership now on YouTube and their sponsorship money that they're making and their affiliate money that they're making, they are doing a lot of different things to make income. They're now generating, I think, 20, 30,000 a month. I think they're bringing in almost 1,000 a day. They could afford to now travel well, but they choose not to. They choose to still travel on the cheap because I think their game plan is they want to save money for a house. And basically when they're done, their big travels, they're big travels, at least another year and a half, they're going to have to go. I think they want to have enough money in the bank at home to settle down. And if they're going to get day jobs, or if they're going to do YouTubing, but they're going to do traveling going forward, I think they're going to travel from home to wherever they're going to come back home. And they want to come home. They want to come back to a home, you know. But the other question is they're both approaching 30. They're getting into that 28, 30-year range. Kids, when will that happen? And you know, if it's children that are in their future, you want to have something in the bank, because the YouTube views will drop and the income will drop. But they have a future in as video people, as long as they want, as filmmakers. They could be filmmakers for decades going forward. They really would not ever have to get a day job with anybody. So it'll be interesting to follow them. You know, they're 28, 30. As a 63-year-old, you look back and go, I can see their future. I can see various versions of their future. But we'll have to see what kind of family pressure are they under when they are finished traveling from their parents and all relatives to do, you know, to go forward. I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch. They're great. They're just a great couple. Reggie Man, Bonnie Bergstein, I think it's because they're young. Paul Willigas, hello, Ed. Hello, Ann Jordan. How you doing? Bonnie, Reggie Man, youthfulness helps. It would kill me. Debbie, okay, guys, have to bug out now. Back tonight for trivia. Stay safe, everybody. 8 o'clock tonight. I'm on for trivia. Robert Brandt, for $1 million a year, you can live like a king on a ship. You got that right, Robert. Bonnie, Kate and Nate get a lot of their flights from credit card points. That's how they started a lot of this, and they keep working it. Way to go. Paul Lucas, bye, Debbie. Nurse Nancy, bye, Debbie. See you later. MG Toe, blame it on the women for having kids. And Jordan, see you, Debbie. Crazy Rich Guys, James Charles sold 40 million in makeup in 3 to 4 days. And I bet he gets a good percentage. Crazy Rich Guys, you got that right. He will do a very, very good percentage, because the markup on makeup is huge. So, Tweety, I think you could live 365 days aboard for less than 40,000. I pay $100 a day average, says So Tweety. Bonnie, Karen, Nate are going to be in Texas for YouTube to do a meet and greet. Their first niece, nephew, or they're away from family all the time. I think they're already done that. They've already done it. Robert Brandt, So Tweety, I mean Big Sweet and all the extras. And Robert Brandt, but sure, it's double for two for $100,000 a year. So Tweety, to Robert, and Seaborn Sweets, etc. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, $500,000, $1 million a year, you can live nice anywhere. You can live really nice in a lot of places for that kind of money. Yeah, depends on what kind of cruising you want to do. Incredible. What do we got for thumbs up? 35 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. I don't know if we're going to make 50 today. I don't think I begged enough today like I did yesterday, but thank you for that. I'm on at 8 o'clock tonight for my second show. It's now 6:17 Eastern. I'm on in an hour and 43 minutes for my second show. Trivia, live trivia tonight. Come on and join me. We'll have some fun. Excuse me. Crazy Rich Guys, we have credit card points. There you go, boys. Keep racking them up. Absolutely. They'll come in handy one day when you want to use them. But join me tonight at 8 o'clock, would you, for live trivia? I'm ready to go. I'm looking forward to Mariska coming. I hope she'll come and have some fun with us. Robert, no Crazy Rich Guys. I have the credit card points. Daddy has them, not you guys. I, Daddy, who pays the bill. Right on, Robert. Way to go, buddy. You've got the points, and you deserve them. MG Toe, okay, who wants to do a 245-day Viking around the world cruise? You see, that one, you can do that for like under $100,000. There's 200. There's 8 months right there. Under 100,000 with onboard spending money and credit, shipboard credits. And hey, yeah, that's a good deal. So Tweety, me, if you're still buying, says So Tweety, I'm in there for that. Boy, that would be kind of fun. Bonnie, have a good night, everybody. See you. Thank you, Bonnie, for joining me. So Tweety, thank you. MG, Robert, Crazy Rich Guys, and Jordan, thank you for coming. And I hope you can make it for trivia. I don't know. Maybe you can. Crazy Rich Guys, of course. D&G, thank you guys for being here today. Dina, Cruising Through Life, thank you for being with me today. So glad you're all here. Who else was here? MG Toe, of course, I said hi already to MG. Reggie and her man was here today. Wendy was here today. Thank you for joining me. Nurse Nancy was here. Thank you. Brittany Lockwood, thank you for joining me. And thank you for your donation. And thank you for your donation on my Patreon account. Thank you for that. If any of you want to help on a monthly basis, you can do that through Patreon. That is awesome sauce. Love it. Who else was here today? I'm just going way back here. Way back. I have so many comments today. Cool Jazz was here today. Thank you, Cool Jazz. Timothy was here. Timothy, thank you for joining me. Where are you from, Timothy? Tell me, where are you from? Where are you watching me from? Love that you were here today. This is great. I hope you're back here tonight for trivia. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, I'm back on again. Sebastian was here today as always. Thank you, Sebastian. Oh, you guys are great. I love it. Thank you for all your great comments. Love it. All right. Alunai is here. Bye all. Hi, Alunai. Goodbye, Alunai. I do 245 on Mikey, says Robert Brandt. Kelly Haston, great show. Kelly, thank you for joining me today. I know you were here. So Tweety, back off, Robert. See all for trivia, says Robert. Robert, we can share. So, you know, Nurse Nancy, wow, So Tweety, you have the following. You have the following. Robert Brandt, laugh out loud, So Tweety. Brittany, no guarantee I'll be in tonight. I need to get down to business study for today. Brittany, you do what you got to do. Get your work done. Sebastian, hi all. And that'll be that. All right, guys, thanks for joining me again. I will see you a little later. 38 thumbs ups as I close out this show. We'll see how many more we get after the show is over. See you in an hour and 40 minutes from now for Tuesday night, which is known as Thursday night, live trivia tonight, and we'll have fun. All right, guys, see you later. Bye for now.